What's up, everybody? My name is Charles. It's another episode of Am I Crazy? I'm not trying to do anything funny this time. I just want to talk about mindset real quick and touch base on that. I think there's a misconception on mindset, which is, I think, also a result of why a part of our environment not being equal. So sometimes there's this mindset that some of us that haven't been paid well or been skipped over for opportunities or didn't get the opportunity or something, well, maybe it's something to do with our mindset and we brought it upon ourselves somehow. Well, I'm a laborer. I do my skill set is drywall, painting, plumbing, electrical. I do a little bit of masonry. I do landscaping. I do irrigation. I do carpentry. I do anything. I do just about everything. I like working. I like working hard. I like working with quality, and I like kicking ass and taking names. You know what I'm saying? So I tried joining. I went to college and I'm a certified vet assistant. But that doesn't make any money, and they don't tell you until afterwards. And college has been robbing me ever since. I built this door and the door frame. I didn't build and make this door. I bought the door, modified it to fit in this door frame because this house was built back in the day, and the codes aren't the same as they are today. So I had to modify the door a little bit to have it fit in there. I built the molding and the whole door frame. But Carpenters Union wouldn't accept me, and the guy that was running the joint was the guy that builds door frames. But I guess I didn't measure fast enough or something. But I learned how to do that on my own. I built that fence for the neighbors and us because it fell down, and I want to be a good neighbor, so I rebuilt it for us, and I don't charge them. I don't ask them for anything. I'll throw up a little photo montage of what I did to the backyard. But my backyard used to look like Jumanji back here. It was like there was trees and fruit trees, a gang of rhododendron bushes that were just left to go wild, and I came out here and knocked it down in 2 weeks. That's some of the trees that I chopped up. There's some more of the roadies that I chopped up. What I did with the rest of it was I chipped it up with my chipper shredder, and used it as mulch. There was a walkway, a brick walkway that went down to this old dog pen that was just massively overgrown, trees grown through it, full of sticker bushes, and it was anchored into the ground with like pylons, like old school status. Alright. Anyway, I tore up all those bricks and been reusing them, so I can use them for when I did this top half of the yard. I bordered the end of it with the brick so I could shape the grass and stuff, but it's hard to keep up with everything, and when you're doing the repair first, you gotta repair, then you can do the keep up. So it's kind of overgrown now, but it's not as bad as it was. I can pull that up easy. But I came out here after I knocked everything down, pulled up the brick. I moved 22 yards of dirt so I could try to level out the grass back there. Taught myself how to do masonry, and I made that flower pot, and I'm gonna put another one over here. I'm gonna put a cap on top of that fire pit and build a homemade hot tub. Did all that in 2 weeks. So it ain't about not performing, or I'm trying to figure out what about my mindset made my employers be selfish and not give me survivable shit. There's my my gardening. I got two. I went and did some work for some trade, and I got two garden pots. So I got some vegetables growing up in there. It's my front yard. There used to be a whole bunch of bushes right here, a big brick planter, and you couldn't go in here. So I tore up all the bushes. I built the fence and did a lot of the landscaping. My old lady's been doing landscaping out here too. But I built that fence in the front yard in 4 days. There's lights on top. Neighbors love it. It's on both sides. And I made sure that I went to this neighbor and asked him if he liked it, because I want to be a good neighbor. I don't charge them for it. I don't think it's always mindset, and there's different types of mindsets. See, there's my type of mindset where I want to show up and show out, and perform and do good work, do good quality work hard, handle business. But then there's a mindset that wants a person like me to make them money, but then they're not gonna pay me, because for them to earn their wealth, they have to be selfish. But I need to go out and build their pyramid. You see, there's not always that. It's not always our fault. Like, how did I bring selfishness upon myself? I didn't always make bad choices. You know what I'm saying? When I made my bad choices, I owned up to them, and then I fucking paid my dues. I was able to chop down Jumanji in fucking 2 weeks and build fences in days. You don't even know how much shit I did for the last person that I worked for, like how much stuff I was able to do. And they never gave me the opportunity. I even offered opportunities, and I came up with offers, like, because I know I'm not supposed to go up to the boss and be like, hey, I need more money. Give me more money. Unless I got something. So I go up to him and be like, look, I'll take on another 600 units and do it by myself, because that's what I've been doing. If you pay me for it, I'll even take on these other two over here. I'm willing to drive out there and take care of all those people by myself. Do whatever you want, just for a little bit more money. Nah. But as soon as I got a broken foot and couldn't work, they replaced me with 2 people. And then they fucking tried like so hard to keep this stuff from being on their record. Don't want to be responsible. Don't want to take liability. Put it all on me. Don't train me for nothing. I paid for all my own schooling. I paid for all my own tools. I paid for I went to housing inspection school so I could learn how to do HVAC systems and learn housing codes and stuff like that. I paid for that myself because my employer wasn't willing to send me this for training and certifications, but they wanted me to do all this shit that I needed to be certified for, but I wasn't allowed to get hurt because they didn't want their insurance people knowing about it. Because everything that I did that I wasn't supposed to do is documented and in computers. How the fuck you act like you don't know? They knew. They just didn't want to be liable, take responsibility. As soon as I get killed, or as soon as I break and fall apart, they just replace me with however many people they need to achieve what I was able to achieve. I tried to create a position called a roaming supervisor. They didn't give it to me, but after I was gone, they created it for someone else. Like, I wasn't even off of my crutches yet, and they fucking, it was like a spit in the face. Everything that I asked for, they didn't give to me. They gave it to somebody else. I got passed up. But I broke my bones for them. So how is it that my mindset gets people to be selfish to me? Oh, well, you shouldn't have let them know. You shouldn't let them know what you're capable of doing, child, because you should have already known that people are going to take advantage of you. Why is that the fuck? So I'm supposed to be okay with the world taking advantage of me. I'm supposed to work with it. That's what you're saying? So I raised up as a little child, like work hard, stay in school, get good grades, be a good kid. And then as soon as I get fucking old enough, it's like be as shitty as possible. Because if you ain't shitty as possible, you ain't going to be able to gain wealth. Or if you don't know the right person, because it doesn't matter what you know, it matters who you know. Well, how the fuck do I get somewhere to know somebody if I ain't got no money? I'm supposed to walk? How far am I supposed to walk? Who am I supposed to know? See what I'm saying? We ain't on equal ground. Nobody knows shit about nobody. But we do know that we ain't on equal ground. That's why we need to stop talking about this stupid race thing. Because don't nobody know shit, really. It's dumb. It's, alright. You can put human emotions. We all have the same human emotions. We all feel them in different situations. Doesn't matter. But we all fucking feel them. Same ones. We bleed red. And I piss. And I shit. I need to eat and drink to survive. I need to breathe oxygen. You know what I'm saying? We ain't all that different. So that's just dumb. Let's start talking about real stuff. Shit that means something. Like, how do we actually solve the problem instead of sitting here continuing the same behavior? That shit out there look just like civil rights movement, man. Same thing. And shit ain't happening. Fucking, and then when shit does happen, we just be able to get to sit in another seat in the bus. Do you know what I mean? There is such thing as fucking privilege and shit. There is such thing as all that shit. But we're all affected differently by selfish behavior. All of us. It's either you're selfish yourself and it affects you in a good way or a bad way, or someone else's selfish behavior is gonna fucking destroy you. Because in this type of world, to be selfless, do things for other people for reasonable amounts of money and sometimes for free and equality will end you up on the streets. Because other people out there selling fucking water for $12 a bottle. See? Environment. All sorts of different types of mindsets that fuck you up. It's because of our environment. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad, it's gonna fuck you up. Get deeper. Tired of all this superficial bullshit. I'm trying to get deeper. I'm trying to figure out where this shit went wrong in our molecules, son. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to talk about but shit that don't fucking mean nothing and ain't gonna help nothing. It's just gonna give me a little bit of information to have in the moment. It's the environment. Equal playing, equal money, equal pay. If we had all that, what would we be arguing about? What would people be kicking doors down? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck are a lot of cats that I see on the street sporting military insignia? What kind of shit is that? with their legs blown off right in front of the damn courthouse. But we all here trying to talk about, we gonna go back to the way the world works? Come on, yo. Obviously, the way the world works doesn't really work well, because what happens, fucking on the like clockwork, goddamn depression, fucking economy breaks down because people out there pissed and tired of getting robbed, while Wall Street and all these upper echelon cats get to fly away to their fucking islands that we built. You know what I mean? Got to change the environment. Tired of talking about race and stuff, man. That shit's irrelevant nowadays, man. Like we've been here long enough. All right, start talking about something new. We acting like we just discovered each other and shit. Come on, man. There's fucked up people all over the place. There's people doing fucked up shit all over the place. We need to, stop acting like fools and start talking about what really can make a difference, what really can make this better. Unless you down for this type of stuff. You down for like having drama and on the near death of everything. Just seek to destroy. Fuck everybody else, I'm gonna get mine. Right? That's the mindset I'm supposed to adopt, right? Not show out, give quality work and perform. Because having pride in my labor and pride in my work and going above and beyond has not paid off for me. It's gotten to the point to where I had to separate from the world and start my own business. That's how much people fucking took advantage of me. So it's either if you have the shitty type of mindset to where you just want to get out and kick it and fucking fuck off life, that's gonna get you nowhere. But also getting out there and working your ass off and building the joint and fucking learning how to do multiple professions all on your own and all this stuff to go out there and give people quality work and labor and treat them well and kindly, that ain't gonna get you nowhere either. You gotta find some sort of happy medium in between. You gotta be like, do your good deed for the day, but then the rest gotta be, I'm gonna get mine. Tell me how that shit works. Tell me how that does work for like a long period of time. Because I'm just looking back through history and seeing that what depression was going to hit. Fucking the economy being the people are going to uprise. The working class, they're going to uprise at some point, get pissed and want change. And then they get their money jacked and the economy or fucking values of stuff goes up. And then they got to the value of the money goes up, and then prices of gas goes up, and it's the same old shit, different day. It's the environment that fucks us up. It's this trying to keep us in certain tiers fucks us up. We need to equal out the environment, equal out the pay, and it's the selfish mentality of needing to be out on top and being like, no, I don't want you to be equal to me, is what fucks us up. I want the nicer car. I want the bigger house. I want the shinier fucking teeth. That's what fucks us up. Well, adopt my mindset. Okay, everybody, if we all adopt that mindset, who's going to make our merchandise? Who's going to make my teeth? Who's going to make my fucking plane? Who's going to build my house? Who's going to repair my shit? Who's going to do my landscaping? Who's going to put in my irrigation? Who's going to plunge my toilet? Tell me how that other mindset will work. Oh yeah, it'll just work for me. But it ain't going to work for everybody else. Change the environment. Equal out the environment. Then let's talk. We need people that do this stuff. Okay? The machine don't work unless somebody's doing the stuff. Unless somebody builds the shit. This is what I love doing. I love being helpful. I love knowing how to do stuff. I love being self-efficient. I love being able to work hard and do quality work. Because that's what people need. How many people out there be like, yeah, I would love... I called a guy, and he came through, and he's supposed to do this. But then he, robbed me of all my money and left. How many of you rich folk out there be like, yeah, I paid a contractor to come build my shit, and then he disappeared with fucking $10,000 with half of my house half built. Yeah, that's shitty. That's capitalistic behavior. That's bad quality. I wouldn't do that shit. I'm not a contractor though. I don't think it's all about mindset. It ain't all of our faults why we get dealt a bad card. And if we all try to gain wealth the way people gain wealth these days, we'd be fucked. You know what I mean? We gotta have a working class. We gotta have people that do work. And our upper class needs to realize that their shit don't work without us. So pay us, damn it. Pay us fucking money. Let us survive. Because if we ain't around, you don't get your shit, man. You better get to learn how to make robots. All of our shit, we already know about all of our stuff and how it can go better. But the reason why it doesn't go better is because our upper class can't get rich if we get better. If we work off of sustainable energy and work on rehabilitating people that go into prisons and make bad choices in their lives. If we work on caring about one another and having harmony and wealth for everyone and welfare or the well-being, then rich people could not get rich. They wouldn't be able to be the one on top and the winners and stuff like that. That's what holds us all back. That's what fucks us all up. This whole needing to be number one. This whole me, mine, gotta get mine. Have you ever seen Undercover Boss? Boss is making buku dollars, rolling up in his fucking brand new BMW, but got no clue what the fuck these people are doing for him. Can't even do it himself or herself. You ever seen Undercover Boss? That's what I'm saying. We need to equal out the playing field, and then let's talk. Because I bet once we equal out the ground, a lot of all these personal stuff and me feeling whatever the fuck is going to go away. And then, then maybe people might realize that racism is a really stupid thing to be talking about. I mean, it's 2020, man. We've had thousands of years to get right. Alright, I'll check you next time. I love you guys. Next video. Am I crazy?